Ever since I made the video talking about the Forsaken drama 4 days ago, a lot has happened in the Forsaken community, and in today's video, I will be covering everything that has happened so far. So many things have happened in the past few days, including a bunch of the developers and contributors leaving or taking long breaks from the game, Forsaken collabs being canceled, upcoming skins that we haven't even heard about getting scrapped because of this drama, a new drama regarding the Forsaken Sandbox game, and so many more. I think it's really important that you guys watch this video until the end, since all these drama has really damaged Forsaken, and I've tried to explain everything clearly so that you're all up to date. That being said, I won't be wasting any more time, so let's get straight into it. First of all, let's talk about how the Forsaken drama got even worse. So recently, this image was leaked on Twitter, and it shows another conversation of Basil with a group of people talking about the Kaiser situation. I'm sure everyone watching already knows how Basil decided to ignore Kaiser talking to Soul-Driven Love, despite openly telling the public that they had cut ties with Soul a long time ago and Soul was no longer involved with the dev teams. But this new screenshot just revealed another thing. 4 days ago, we only knew that Basil was the only one who was aware that Kaiser and a few other devs was talking to Soul. However, it has now been revealed that Hitoko also knew about this and chose to also not tell the public or anyone else about it. This made it seem like Hitoko did something just as bad as Basil, and based on how Basil revealed it, it seems like Basil is trying to throw Hitoko under the bus. This obviously made the community upset, both the part where Hitoko knew and chose not to tell the public, as well as how Basil decided to point fingers, argue, and blame people in the dev team, and it obviously made people a lot angrier at Basil. I won't be talking too much in detail about this since it's pretty straightforward on what's going on, and let's just say that the community did not take this very well. I really cannot see this getting fixed anytime soon, and Forsaken really is crumbling as we speak. Apart from the Hitoko and Basil drama, there's also another drama that I should probably cover in this video. So recently, the Forsaken Sandbox game, which is just an alternative version of Forsaken that has a lot of unreleased contents, was involved in a huge drama. So basically, the Forsaken Sandbox game had a bunch of contents taken from Forsaken, such as the TBB Collab skins, some Forsaken shop skins, and generally a lot of Forsaken content that they do not have permissions to use. Now, the Forsaken devs realized this, and they decided to take down basically everything that they own from this Forsaken Sandbox game and leaving it with no killers and skins. The Forsaken Sandbox has no content to it whatsoever now since Forsaken took down a majority of it. And ever since one dev figured out about the game, others began to take action as well. The main drama of this happened not because the devs decided to take the game down, but mainly because the devs apparently only took action in response to the Basil and Kaiser drama. Based on what I've seen, people are interpreting this as a way to bring players back to Forsaken. Because if you don't know, the Forsaken Sandbox became popular because people wanted to play a Forsaken alternative without having their money being sent to Soul or supporting the owners anymore after what they've got themselves into. People have mixed opinions on this, with some saying that it's fair for them to remove the skin because they put a ton of effort into it. But some people are saying that it's a pathetic move from the devs to try and bring players back into the game and not allowing the community to play a game that does not support Soul. Now, I will refrain from giving my own opinion about this since I don't want to cause unnecessary drama, but you guys are free to have your own thoughts on this since everyone is interpreting it differently. If you guys have any thoughts or comments, then do tell me in the comments section down below, but please be respectful. That being said, because we now know how terrible the drama has gotten up to this point, we should also talk about how a majority of the developers and contributors are leaving or taking long breaks from the game because of this drama. So the most recent Forsaken drama caused a lot of backlash towards the developers, and a lot of negativity has spread in the Forsaken community. Long story short, because of the amount of backlash, drama, and people's disagreement with Forsaken's management, a lot of the developers have decided to either stop working for Forsaken entirely or take long breaks in order to manage their mental well-being. This is obviously really bad news, and it will have lasting impacts on the game. Vess, one of the main developers for Forsaken, made a message a few days ago talking about how he doesn't agree with the management of Forsaken anymore given the recent drama, and has decided to step down from the game entirely to help manage his own mental well-being. George, the person behind the Mafioso skin, also decided to step away from Forsaken because of the whole drama with the devs, and he even mentioned how he doesn't see himself returning to the game nor supporting it any longer. Coconut, a Forsaken contributor known for making a lot of models for the game, decided to take a long break from Forsaken due to the recent drama that happened. Apart from that, Yu, the person that made practically most of the Forsaken renders for big updates and is a developer for Forsaken, also decided to take a long break from the game due to the backlash that has happened. And finally, even Forsaken News himself, the main person who started the entire Forsaken News content, also decided to take a break from the game for a few weeks in order to get away from all the hate and backlash that's been going on. There's so many other developers and contributors that have left the game due to the drama, and it's honestly really sad that the drama has gotten to such a point where people who are actually important in the Forsaken team decided to leave or take a break for the greater good. They all have three things in common for leaving Forsaken: taking a break from all the negativity that's been going on in the game, not agreeing with how Forsaken is being managed, and being constantly disappointed with the owners and their actions. This has happened time and time again, and I don't blame them for feeling this way at all. It's mentally tiring to deal with all the constant drama and backlash Forsaken has gotten itself into. And regardless of what you think, we have to respect their decisions nonetheless, because remember, these developers are also ordinary people, just like me and you. A majority of important developers leaving the game is already a really bad sign, and knowing how we've now lost a bunch of important people already, expect Forsaken updates to be a lot slower than they already are, and possibly updates missing some important details or content since the people in charge of them are no longer working on the game. Talking about developers or contributors leaving the game, they're not the only ones who decided to leave Forsaken because of the whole drama. A bunch of collabs also decided to stop collaborating with Forsaken, and a bunch of upcoming skins are also getting scrapped from the game. So far, I've seen 2 collabs being pulled away from the game because of this drama. First of all, the Battle Bricks collab will be pulled away from the game because of the drama. The developers of the game said that after they released the Treachstone skin for John Doe, any content beyond this point will not be added into Forsaken. The devs said that while they did enjoy working with Forsaken, their team has been uncomfortable with doing further work with Forsaken, and we have to respect this. They did say how they wanted to possibly return, but given Forsaken's current state, I don't think that it would happen anytime soon. As for Treachstone John Doe, the devs said that everything about the skin is completed apart from the chase theme, and it would most likely be released once the chase theme is completed, which hopefully won't take too long. The skin will be released in the form of a badge, much like Martyr 1X. Apart from the TBB collab being pulled away from the game, the Apocalypse Rising collab is also being pulled away from the game. I personally didn't know that Apocalypse Rising was planning a collab with Forsaken, but based on the Twitter message that Opossum made, it seems like Apocalypse Rising won't be doing a collab with Forsaken anytime soon. It's generally because of the recent drama, and I think soul-driven love. And long story short, Apocalypse Rising has pulled permission for the Forsaken devs to use Tom as an Elliot skin for the game. These are examples of collabs being pulled away from the game. Even though it's bad news that they're leaving, we have to respect their decision, because I don't think anyone wants to get involved in the mess that Forsaken has gotten itself into. This is probably just the beginning of collabs being pulled away from the game, and if things escalate, sadly, more collabs might also be pulled away from the game. Hopefully this won't be the case, and I'm hoping that the drama won't get even worse. Aside from collabs, some skins are also being scrapped due to this drama. For example, this skin for Dr. Noli is an upcoming skin that we haven't heard about before, but unfortunately is being scrapped because of the Forsaken drama. I don't know who the skin is based on, but you can tell that it's going to be a really high-quality skin for Noli. The developer of the skin made a full thread showcasing this skin and the progress so far, and knowing that this skin is scrapped after seeing everything that's been done towards it really made me sad. According to the owner, the reason why they scrapped the skin was because of poor communication from the devs and how the devs didn't want music that's not made by their composers to get added into the game. I'm pretty sure the drama played some role in this, and it's sad that they scrapped it. Anyways, I will do a quick showcase about the skin showing every progress made for it in case anyone's interested. Anyways, that is all for the video. If you enjoyed it so far, please do give it a like and subscribe for more content like this one. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.